Tonight, how the YMCA plans to celebrate Halloween for the Fulton community.
Why an Oswego woman was charged several felonies and misdemeanors at a Valero gas station.
And how SUNY Oswego students can get new professional attire.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Melanie Higgins.
And I'm Trina Catterson.
As Elsewhere takes the stage for the first time tomorrow, today is the first day for the Shop and Swap event held by Shop themselves. Have old clothes you might not need anymore? Shop students, helping Oz peers, is holding this event, and they encourage people to swap their clothing for something more essential for their professional needs.
Think internships, job interviews, and more. Organizers say this is for anyone looking to boost their professionalism when funds are limited. It will also help break the stigma around utilizing secondhand shops when you're in need of clothing for such important events. Organizers say they hope this will create more of a safe space for those in need.
There's a lot of shame involved in going to a food and clothing pantry, so we figured we would try to bring our pantry outside and have it accessible to students in somewhere that was less stigmatized.
This would be really great for people to get new professional attire that they might need for going to interviews, for internships, or for jobs.
If you are interested in this event, don't worry, you won't miss your chance. Shop will set up in the Murano basement tomorrow and Thursday from 10 to 2 in the afternoon.
SUNY Oswego's theater department will present its first live and in-person play since the pandemic. The play is titled Elsewhere and will be running October 20th through the 24th in the Waterman Theater located in Tyler Hall. Elsewhere is a dark comedy that describes the story of a young woman who is afraid to go outside. She has cut herself off from the world and lives in isolation, but is slowly trying to figure out how to rejoin society. Tickets are free for students and $10 for faculty, staff, and the general public.
Oswego County Legislature Chairman James Weatherup briefed the public today in his bi-weekly video. He discussed COVID-19 within the county. Weatherup states now that the positive case count remains high. According to the CDC, Oswego's positivity rate is now almost 11% of the entire population. The community transmission level is still high as well. Weatherup is encouraging all able citizens to get the vaccine to help protect those at a greater risk.
Vaccination mandates popping up over the past week have now led to an ongoing feud among Oswego County lawmakers who oppose these mandates. The legislature overwhelmingly opposed the state and federal vaccine requirements that have been placed on various employees. Republican lawmakers in the majority now call the mandates an invasion of privacy and an affront to American freedom. This comes despite the spike in COVID cases within the Oswego County, where over 500 new cases have been reported this past week.
And while Oswego County lawmakers continue to duel over the ongoing vaccination requirements, Hochul is honing in on the next mandate, which requires all mental health employees and those who work in the office for people with developmental disabilities to be vaccinated by that November 1st deadline. She has taken this opportunity to also launch a hub that will display school daily report cards, nursing home deaths, vaccine rates by county, and hospitalization by gender and zip code.
As part of Hochul's vision to keep transparency between the public and the government, she's keeping one step ahead. Now she's encouraging parents, schools, and pediatricians to prepare for the student vaccine appointments. This announcement comes ahead of the anticipated approval of COVID vaccines for kids aged 5 to 11. The governor says the approval could come from the FDA as soon as November, which means 1.5 million kids in New York will soon be eligible to be vaccinated.
An Oswego County woman has been arrested for driving a stolen truck into the Valero gas station and Sunshine Mini Mart located on the 3000 block of Maple Avenue in Pulaski. The woman has since been charged with several felonies and misdemeanors, as well as speeding and traffic tickets. New York State troopers say an employee inside the store was taken to the Oswego hospital where they were treated and released. The woman was not injured during the event and is awaiting arraignment at the Oswego County Jail.
Governor Kathy Hochul has announced that the New York State Police Department issued over 17,000 tickets and arrested 207 people for impaired driving during a special traffic enforcement over Columbus Day weekend. The initiative targeted speeding and impaired drivers from Thursday, October 7th through Tuesday, October 12th. New York State troopers used both marked state police vehicles and concealed identity traffic enforcement vehicles as part of this crackdown.
It's the third week of October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month is in full swing. Support is being shown in various ways all over the SUNY Oswego campus. Our Rocio Transancos tells us what members and clubs are doing to show their support.
Hello Oswego, this is Rocio Trasancos. This October is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is really important. Organizations in campus have shown an interest about it. We can see how University Police and the Sardines Club have shown how it is important for them.
Breast cancer awareness is really important because so many people have been affected by cancer and breast cancer, so it's just really important to raise money and help support causes that have really affected people in their daily lives. The All-Star Dance Club participates in the Breast Cancer Walk in Rochester every single fall semester. We always strive to raise a lot of money. This year we were able to raise over $1,400, which is more than we did back in 2019, the last time that we participated. So we're really excited to be raising money and helping support a really special cause that could help find a cure for breast cancer.
The prevention and diagnosis of any cancer early saves lives, so it's very important that we spread the word and do our part to help encourage women to get annual physicals, and all people should get checked up by their doctors frequently to detect and prevent cancers from occurring. Along with the whole campus, will be participating Friday in Wear the Pink Day. Our department has a pink patch to promote the awareness, and we're very proud and honored to have the opportunity to participate in all the activities that CFA, which is the State Employee Federated Appeal. They benefit hundreds of nonprofit organizations and charities, so every month we're trying to look for something to help give back to the community.
This year, the SCFA will accept donations to support Oswego County Opportunities Cancer Services Program. If you donate $5 or more, you will receive a gift of 3 pink disposable face masks.
The Fulton Family YMCA will be holding their annual Halloween event next Friday, October 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. The event is titled Halloween at the Y and will be held both indoors and outdoors. It will include fun games, crafts, music, and goodie bags for children and families of all ages. Attendees are encouraged to wear their costumes to get in the Halloween spirit. The Y will be requiring masks while participating in any activities held inside the facility.
Another local business looking to sweeten things up this Halloween is Stone's Candies. The local candy store here in Oswego is offering a 10% of sales give back this Saturday. Co-owner of Stone's Candies, Jeff McRoby, says although they are a small business, they understand the importance of giving back to the community. Now, every purchase on Saturday will not only give 10% back to the United Way of Greater Oswego County, but it will also offer customers a chance to win a $50 gift card to the store. Now, coming up later tonight, find out how Zillow is losing millions.
And how some Kellogg workers are healing after a serious accident. But first, let's take a quick look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Taylor Haggerty.
Thanks, guys. Looking at the weather for this week, it's going to start feeling more like fall with rain to continue as the showers come in towards the end of the week again. We could expect temperatures going from the mid-60s to the low 50s, even dipping into the 40s at times. As I said before, rain will continue into the weekend. Next week, we can expect cool temperatures and partly cloudy skies. Also tonight, I will be explaining how lightning works and the different types. All this and more after the break.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis. CF is a genetic disease that shortens lives. When the foundation was founded in 1955, children with CF rarely live long enough to attend kindergarten. Today, thanks to the foundation's groundbreaking research, advocacy, and care, some people with CF are attending college, getting married, and starting families. We've made amazing progress, but until a cure is found for all people with CF, we will not stop. Help us add tomorrows. Visit cff.org today.
Is there a danger hiding in your home? Unused opioid medicines could harm your family. Find your unused opioid pills, patches, or syrups and learn how to dispose of them safely at fda.gov/drug disposal.
We can feel more fall-like temperatures coming in as we go towards the end of the week, rain to return, and we're going to be discussing how lightning works tonight. So lightning. We have our electrons that are zigzagging downwards, known as this stepped leader. We have our negative and our positives. As the leader nears to the ground, it draws a positive upward charge. That's when we start to see some of that activity when it comes to lightning. And as that leader and streamer emerge, you've got those leaders on top and those streamers on the bottom. A powerful electrical current occurs. And this is the return stroke that we see, which is going to be 60,000 meters per second. And then we also see the process, it repeats several times along the same path, causing a flicker as lightning goes through the process. This all happens in less than a second. Now, the different forms of lightning that we have. So we have our cloud to sky lightning, which we can occasionally see. We have cloud to cloud, that's uncommon, intercloud, very common. And one of the types that I would love to see is ground to cloud lightning. It's definitely very uncommon, very rare. Looking at tonight, we have clear and breezy skies, 56 degrees with winds 18 to 23 miles per hour west. And our daily planner for tomorrow, at 9 a.m. you can expect mostly cloudy conditions at 60 degrees with west winds at 15 miles per hour. 12 p.m. 64 at winds west, of course, at 15. 3 p.m. 65. And looking at Wednesday night, you have a 56-degree temperature and a chance of showers. And looking at your 7-day forecast, Wednesday we can expect to be breezy with 60 degrees as the high, 56 the low. Thursday breezy as well, a little bit warmer. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday showers. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 50s. And on Tuesday, you can definitely expect it to be partly cloudy with a 50-degree high. Join us after the break for more news and sports.
I've been driving a truck for 40 years now. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like the trucks can't stop quickly. It takes my 80,000-pound truck 200 yards to come to a complete stop. So I always do my best to give a lot of cushion. It helps when other drivers realize that and do the same. Please give trucks the space we need so we can all stay safe. It's our roads. It's our safety.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. Let's jump right back in. Walmart is joining the fray to kick off the holiday buying frenzy early. The retailer announced its plans to launch 3 sales in November, marketed as Black Friday deals. Walmart is planning for each sale to become available on its website the 1st and then hit stores 2 days later. It joins retailers like Best Buy, Target, and Amazon in marking down popular items well ahead of the holiday season. Walmart also says it is planning to close stores on Thanksgiving for the 2nd year due to the pandemic. Zillow
has made a choice to stop buying homes for now. Zillow says it has reached its limit for home purchases for the year. Job shortages are affecting the housing market dramatically. Locals will need to use another search engine to find their forever homes.
The FDA is considering whether to authorize Moderna and J&J boosters, as the CDC Advisory Committee could recommend them as soon as this Thursday. The FDA is planning to allow Americans to mix and match coronavirus vaccines when they receive their boosters. The National Institutes of Health presented early information last week showing it did not matter which vaccine or booster people got first, but the study showed it was safe to mix boosters and can even rev up immune response. Mixing boosters also provides a good response to the Delta variant.
Veteran Kellogg's worker Chris Haynes was hit by a bus and is seen falling in the video. He says the bus driver intentionally hit him last week. Dan Osborne, the president of the International Union representing Kellogg's workers, says bus drivers carrying non-union workers into and out of the plant hit 3 Kellogg's workers on strike. Osborne says none of the Kellogg employees had to be taken to the hospital. Charter bus company Windstar Lines Incorporation says their driver, quote, in no way intentionally hit a striking worker. Citing the video, the company said the driver did nothing unsafe.
This week is National School Bus Safety Week, a time for parents, students, teachers, and drivers to come together to address the importance of school bus safety. In the state of Ohio, they require K-3 safety training for students who are being taught to behave on the bus, which includes staying seated, not eating or drinking, and looking both ways when crossing the road. It's important that drivers pay attention to the road as well. This serves as a way to keep drivers on the road accountable, according to the district.
$17 million. That's how much the gang that kidnapped a group of 17 American and Canadian missionaries in Haiti is asking for.
$1 million per hostage. The Haitian gang that kidnapped 17 missionaries now demanding $17 million for their release, according to the country's justice minister.
Negotiating with them would certainly not be an option, but of course they have to tread carefully.
The justice minister also saying that Haitian police negotiators and the FBI are advising the missionary group on how to proceed.
It would be very unfortunate for the $17 million to be paid, because that would only reinforce the gang and that would only finance further kidnappings.
The missionaries are affiliated with the Ohio-based Christian Aid Ministries, which says the abducted group is made up of 5 men, 7 women, and 5 children. One of the missionaries reportedly sending WhatsApp messages obtained by CNN saying, "Please pray for us. We're being harassed, kidnapped currently." Negotiations are still ongoing, but for locals, this is not new. They say kidnappings have been happening for a long time, and more needs to be done.
Once the Americans are out, would be good for the police and the Haitian security forces to finish with that particular gang and all the other gangs that are creating problems.
I'm Camila Bernal reporting.
For locals, this is not new and not uncommon. They say kidnappings have been happening for a very long time, and more needs to be done. While negotiations are ongoing, experts say it will not be easy.
Coming up is sports with Thomas Tellerino.
Thomas, can you give us a quick preview?
Coming up after the break, the Oswego field hockey team, were they able to walk away in the shootout win earlier? We'll find out. And after 91 days, the NBA returns tonight. All this and more when you come back.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Thomas Tellerino, here to bring you your Tuesday night sports report. The Oswego State field hockey team traveled to Brockport this evening and were able to walk away with a shootout victory, winning 4-3. The Lakers would take a 2-0 lead early in the second with goals by Caitlin Mastracco and Alyssa DeMichael. Brockport would answer right back, though, and would tie it up right before half. In the fourth, Lakers would tie the game 3-3 behind another Mastracco goal, sending this one to overtime. Eventually, these two would go to a shootout, and on the Lakers' first shot, Abby Testo finds the net for a goal. Lakers win 4-3. Their next game is Saturday at home against Oneonta. The NLCS started back up tonight with the Braves traveling to LA to take on the Dodgers in Game 3. Atlanta already had a 2-0 lead coming into the game, and they are close to finishing out 3 straight games. But Cody Bellinger would eventually send a 3-run bomb over the fence to make it a 5-5 game, and then Dodgers would eventually make it a 6-5 game. As for the other side of the bracket, the ALCS series continues tonight with the Boston Red Sox hosting the Houston Astros for Game 4 of the series. Boston is currently up 2-1 in the series and looks to add another win at home to close out the matchup in 5 games. They gave the starting nod to Nick Pivetta, while the Astros took franchise ace Zach Greinke on the mound. This will also be his first start of the postseason. The score is currently 2-1 with Boston in the lead after 2.5 innings. The next game will be tomorrow night in Fenway. It has been 91 days since the last NBA game, but that ends tonight as the 75th NBA season starts back up with the 2021 NBA champions Milwaukee Bucks award ceremony and first game happening right now. After the celebration, the road to back-to-back titles starts with them hosting last year's playoff opponents, the Brooklyn Nets. They are up 88-77 in the second half. Then, later tonight, the LA Lakers will welcome the Golden State Warriors to the Staples Centers for a Pacific Division matchup. Both these teams look to prove that they have what it takes to make a title run after they both fell short in the playoffs last year.
Floor.
Last night for Monday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills took on conference rivals Tennessee Titans on the road. Here in the first, Derrick Henry, he's going to get this, and he's going to go 73 yards all the way to the house. 21 miles per hour was his top speed on this one. What a play by Derrick Henry, showing why he is the top running back in the league. Later on, Josh Allen slings this one to Stephon Diggs. Diggs, second touchdown on the season, ties his brother Trayvon Diggs for 2 touchdowns. Later on we go, and Josh Allen, he's going to come here, and he get picked off by Kevin Byrd, and Byrd's going to bring this one almost all the way to the 10-yard line. What a play by the Titans defense right there. And Ryan Tannehill gives it to Derrick Henry again. He gets almost to the 4-yard line. And there's going to be an injury on the play right here. And they're going to cart off the Titans player. We wish him the best of luck. And then now Ryan Tannehill does his best King Henry impression. And he gets in. He muscles his way in for a rushing touchdown. This was his first rushing touchdown on the night. Ryan Tannehill does it all for the Titans. Josh Allen, late in the second, he rolls out of the pocket, and he slings this one 29 yards to Cole Beasley for the touchdown. Beasley, one of his favorite receivers when Allen came to Buffalo, and they do it again right there. What a play. Later in the third, Derrick Henry, he does it again, breaks through the defenders, gets another touchdown on the night. That's a 3-yard touchdown round, second one of the night, 142 yards on the night. Here's Allen. He's going to find tight end, and he gets it for another touchdown. Allen, 3 touchdowns on the night to Tommy Sweeney right there. And then they're going to go to 2 for 2. Instead of the Philly special, it's the Buffalo special, and Allen's going to catch that right there, make it a 31-24 game. Titans come right back, though. Derrick Henry again, then the workhorse on the night, stiff arms his way into the end zone. What a play by Derrick Henry. 3rd touchdown on the night, showing why he could go back-to-back 2,000-yard season. And right here, Josh Allen goes for it on 4th and 1, and he is not going to get it. It is no good, and that is all for the game there. Titans are going to hold on 34-31.
Thank you so much, Thomas. Now that's our report for tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for Sports Talk right after the show.
Thank you for watching, and have a great night.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter, male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers, we have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Here at WTOP, we pride ourselves on delivering you all the news you need to know from the day's events.
Whether it's happened on Capitol Hill or right here in Oswego,
we make sure you know all about it. We keep you up to date on all your favorite
Oswego and professional sports.
And our Storm Team 10 meteorologist will make sure that you know exactly what weather you're up against when you start your day.
Every Monday through Thursday night, make sure to tune in to Channel 10.2, because at WTOP, we don't just tell you the news.
We are
the news.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.